Shore Patrol, and the Army was called MPs.
Oh, okay.
See? So when we started, we was in Hawaii, and it got very rough in Hawaii at that time. This is about 1940, and the end of the 40s. And so we got out there, and they said, what are we going to do with these guys? They're getting ornery, they're getting cut, they're fighting, and all kind of stuff in the city. It was a hard time for us, especially our guys. We were doing the Shore Patrol. So they called everybody, all the big wiggers, what do you want to do? Well, let's go to the Christmas Islands and for a big ceremony across the equator. See, so that, oh great, so they went on a battle mission, and we designated our ship as a target. So we went down to the Christmas Islands on the equator, and we had pollywogs and shellbacks. That's what the pollywogs were. They'd never been across the equator. Shellbacks were the guys that had been across.
Okay, pollywogs like newer guys, maybe?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anybody who crossed, in the old days, every time you crossed the equator, they gave you a certificate, see?
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I did not.
And so, but in the service, there wasn't many. Anyway, we went across the equator and all had a big party. It was pretty rough sometimes, because some of these old pollywogs, they were just digging it into us, you know. We had to go into the old oil and water, and just like the survival teams they have on the TV. We had to do all these kind of things. These guys would hound the hell out of us, you know. So anyway, so we got done. We were all going back to Hawaii, so all of a sudden we were out 12 miles, because we was a target ship. We were 12 miles away from the other ships. And all of a sudden, there's three of us, the Mississippi, the Idaho, and the New Mexico. That's what Battle Division 3.
The battleships are called that?
Huh?
That's what the battleships are called?
Well, they named after states.
Oh, okay, I didn't know
So
that.
Battle Division...
And then Arizona was the one that, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So Battle Division 3 was the Arizona, New Mexico, and Idaho.
And what one were you?
I was in Battle Division 3 out of Mississippi.
Mississippi, okay, I'm sorry.
So I was in the aviation outfit. Well, so we left, where in the hell, they said, aloha. You know, and we all wonder, what the hell, what is this? And everybody's saying, aloha. And everybody was in light. They were flashing the lights to us, and signals, saying aloha. And they went sailing north, and we went sailing south. And we didn't know where. So, of course, we are aviators. So we have the airplanes, 3 airplanes aboard, 4 airplanes aboard. So we had the compasses. So we got on the compass right away to see what the hell's going on. Well, we were going at a zigzag course to Panama. So everybody said, we're going to Panama. So we got in within a few miles of Panama when they said, okay, this is nobody else's business but ours. Don't say a word to anybody, don't talk to anybody, we're going through the canal. So they waited until it was dark. And then after the sun went down, they waited about 2 hours, and about 8 o'clock at night, and it was real dark. And we went through the canal. But there was no lights in the canal. They had what they called mules. A mule was like a tractor on track. And you hook up to the ship, and he would pull you through the canal, see, like this. So we went through, not a word. Nobody was going to know anything about it. And they always put a pilot aboard, so they know the route, and they know everything to go. So we go through, and we get through, and everybody's quiet as hell. Nobody's talking to anybody. And we get over to they call it the Gatun Lakes. And that's going just before you get out to the Atlantic side, or go from Mexico. So that's big lake. So you had to go across this big lake and then into this canal, the last docks to get out. And on the outside of the dock was Calan, the city. This side was Panama City, and the other side was Calan. So we got over there, we're heading for this lake, and of course we were aviators, see? So we had a lot better life than the guys on the ship did. But every time we got aboard a ship, they said, well, you have to do duties on a ship. And they didn't like us very much because we had better clothes, better uniforms. I mean, we had leather jackets that were sheep-lined, They had cloth jackets with fake fur. And we had electric systems to our jackets. We could plug into a plug and keep that.
No way. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah. So we were always the guys that lived like kings, you know. But we worked like a son of a man. So anyway, we got through over there, and so we had to stand watch. Every time we came aboard ship again, we had to stand watch.
Wait. Why did you go to the Panama Canal? Did they...
Well, we're going to the east coast.
Oh, the east side. Okay.
Yeah. So we're going over to the Atlantic side, see? We didn't know this. But anyway, so we're on the ship, and so everybody on the aviation division was on some kind of watch. Some had gun watch, some had, and myself and three of them were in the bridge. We had to stand the watches in the bridge. We did all the messages and run around and do all the gopher stuff, you know. And so the captain was in there, and they were going across this lake, and they had the pilot. And all of a sudden, we're going like a bat out of hell. And he was explaining that this Gatun lock, she had to go at a fast speed to beat the current, and you just turn and slide in, and then go down through this canal. So we're going down there. It's nice daytime, and we're looking. There's a big ship over there, and it's a dredge, and they're pumping the mud out of the. So the guy was saying they're pumping the channel out, get the mud out of it, so these ships can go through. Because see, we were 103 feet wide, 603 feet long, and we had to have 34 feet of water to float. So they had to keep these things, these things. Anyway, we're going through, and Jesus, all of a sudden we're coming down this thing, and he's going at a hell of a speed, you know. Our top speed was 21 knots. A knot was 6 miles an hour. Say for every knot, you know, we had, was this the way it was. So we were going, and he was going like a bat out of hell, see. So the captain was sitting there going, he was steaming, you know. What the hell are they doing? You know, we have a ship that weighed 35,000 tons, see. So it had a lot of weight in there. Anyway, so we come down, and all of a sudden the captain couldn't stand it. He just blew his top. And he said, "Get off my ear, you son of a bitch!" And he threw the guy off the bridge. And he says, "Drop the hooks." And we dropped the anchors. We had 4 anchors. Each one was about 1,500 pounds. And we had chains. Each one of the chains, they were about this long, about this big around. Each one had 1,000 pounds or more, I think. So they dropped those old things, and then we said, full reverse. Well, we're going in full reverse, and here's this barge there, and all these guys are working on this barge. All of a sudden they look around at us, and of course we're up in the bridge, we can see everything. And all of a sudden these guys start diving off this barge, and we're coming right at them, you know. And they was worried, and he's telling the guy, reverse, full speed, drop the hooks. So we dropped the hooks, and we came in within, from here to you, from hitting that barge. So they backed off. They said, okay, all hands, keep clear of the forecastle. The forecastle was the front part of the ship on top. And they started bringing these anchors back in. But we were still throwing guard up there, watch. And they started bringing this stuff aboard. And every time they put these chains up, they were just loaded with crap. You know, mud and anything down the bottom. So they said, right down the mud. And it looked like a big garbage dump. It was dumping all this stuff on the deck when they came aboard. So they had all special sea detail. They came up right away, and they got the hose, and they were blowing all this stuff off the chain when they brought it up. But still, a lot of it came aboard. So after they got all through and got the chains back on the ship, they had to keep everybody off the ship, and they hosed it all down with the big fire hoses and blew all the dirt and crap off the ship and let it get back. So then we went through the canal, and we went into into Cologne, which was a real nasty little town.